The negative effects of COVID-19, the novel coronavirus, has been felt across the world. The private individual has been affected, the private sector has been affected, and many governments across the world, they too were affected. However, the last place that you want to remain as a leader is to remain stuck in your position of leadership. To help leaders, whether you're a private individual, a private sector leader, or government representatives, to get you unstuck, we at Global Capital Inc. have designed a very unique program titled the 10X Wealth Leadership Bootcamp. This program is unique from the standpoint that it looks at a number of critical issues that is designed to really help people how to get unstuck and how to take informed action to achieve desired results. Desired results in terms of developing your personal paycheck protection program, developing your corporate paycheck protection programs, and developing government paycheck protection program. This program, the 10X Wealth Leadership Bootcamp, speaks to the heart of these issues. Among this, we also introduce our clients and our listeners and viewers across the world to three additional essential concepts. One, we look at what is the wealth love language. And in this regard, we talk to you about the DCM, the debt capital market, the ECM, the equity capital market, and the SCM, the smart capital market. On the other hand, we introduce you to the leadership love language. And in this regard, we look at three important concepts, and those concepts are wealth leadership and the process of thinking ahead. In this regard, we introduce you to a number of essential leadership systems that you should be thinking ahead about and then put yourself in that position of trying to take informed action. Along with this, we look at wealth leadership and the process of seeing beyond problems. And we look at that today because what we have seen is that you may take the time to think ahead of your dreams and hopes and aspirations, but thinking ahead is only step one. You must put yourself in that position of strength to see beyond the problem. Because in most cases, when you take the first step, and that's to think ahead of your dreams and hopes and aspirations, in most cases, what you see after that is the barriers to your success story. And the barriers becomes the things that hold you back because you're engaging in now negative self-thoughts, doubts, and fear. What the second stage of this program does is give you a system that when applied effectively and with the right supervision, it really gets you unstuck and gets you in motion, gets you in action, and in that position is trying to take informed action. The last system that we introduced to you on the leadership love language is what we call wealth leadership and the process of informed action. And there's a major difference between taking action and informed action. And in the 10X Wealth Leadership Program, we go deep into the belly of this program to really unlock all of the issues surrounding this. So today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend some time discussing with you one of the elements of the wealth, the leadership love language, and that is wealth leadership and the process of seeing beyond problems. But just before I get into today's program, permit me to introduce myself to those who might be looking at this program for the first time. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant for over 20 years, and I'm a humanitarian by nature. I'm also the best-selling author for several books, including Manager's Toolkit and Billionaire Codes. These books are already bestsellers. My new book is titled 10X Branding and Marketing, The Psychology of Doing Business. And what I want to say to you is that if you are in business and you intend to get into business, whether you're in business and that's a small, medium, or large scale business, this content, the 10x brand leadership, the 10x branding and marketing, the psychology of doing business, there's something in that book for you. It's going to help you to better understand how to communicate and connect with your target market and how to take informed action to achieve desired results. And the desired results is to ensure that you're building out a brand that lives up and goes beyond the expectations of your target market. And your target market is responding to you in a very generous way, in a way that allows your business to scale, diversify, and make larger than life impact in more areas than one. So I want to encourage you that you should keep following this podcast, like and share so you can help me to reach additional persons and you will be the first to know when this book is out. Now, let's talk about getting unstuck. Most people across the world that is setting their dreams and hopes and aspiration to become unstuck. And if you don't believe me, let's take a brief look at this. We're now in the month of February. Most people either in the month of December or in January, you develop your New Year resolutions. You set up the clear goals that you want to accomplish. You want to lose weight. You want to increase your income by $1 million. You want to start a new business. You want to expand your business growth. You want to diversify your business portfolio. You want to find a husband or a wife and get married and sail off into the sunset. You have your goals, you set them out. But what happened? In most cases, what you do, you set the goal. And I would keep saying, setting a goal is not enough. You need to develop your game plan to achieve that goal. Today, I'm going to briefly talk about a step-by-step approach that you should adopt when you want to be more successful in achieving the things that you set out to achieve. Whether those things are personal goals that you set, professional goals that you set. The systems that I will give to you now, it will help you to better be able to navigate the process and bring yourself much closer to be more successful in goal setting or in developing your New Year resolutions. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about here is under the heading that we call wealth leadership and the process of thinking ahead. Wealth leadership and the process of thinking ahead. One of the first things that you want to do here, because we're talking about wealth and wealth building, you want to develop a clear financial goal. Develop a clear financial goal. So if you're saying to yourself that you want to increase your disposable income by 5 million, 10 million, $100 million, depending on where you're at, you need to be very clear about your financial goal. Very, very clear. The next step that you want to embark on is that step of developing a clear game plan to achieve your financial objective. It's not enough to say that I want to increase my disposable income by 5, 10, 15, or $100 million. It's equally important to develop the game plan to complement that entire process. And what happens in most cases, you set the goal, but you do not develop the game plan to achieve that goal. So the vision, the dream, the hope that you have for yourself can only pivot in your mind, and you want it to get out of the mind and come into reality by taking the informed action that will give you the tangible, the desired results that you have in mind for yourself. The principle that I'm talking about here in terms of goal setting is relevant whether you have a financial goal or whether you have a corporate goal or whether you have a political goal. It's relevant to all of these things across the board. First thing, develop a clear financial goal. Step two, develop a clear game plan to achieve your financial target. Now, there are a few other steps that I want you to consider, but just before I go to the other steps, I want to give an example of what I'm talking about. So you say to yourself that you want to increase your disposable income by $5 million. What are things that you can do to achieve that? What kind of game plan can you put in place? In our program, we introduce you to a program that we call affiliate marketing. And when you train with us on this program, we can position you to become an affiliate brand manager. Now, what are the benefits of becoming an affiliate brand manager? One, you become your own boss. Two, you get to earn 5x or 10x above what you're earning currently from your primary source of income. Three, you have more time for yourself. So all of this is possible. And that is what we call a strong game plan. If you are thinking about getting a second job and your target is $5 million a year, that's almost practically impossible, because the average person works for less than $100,000, depending on which part of the world that you're at. And if you're working for $100,000 a month, $100,000 multiplied by 12 is only $1.2 million. You still haven't reached your target of $5 million. So adopting this game plan that we are recommending to you to learn about affiliate marketing and to learn enough to master this game, it will put you in a better position of strength to reach your financial target. From our research and from the experience that we would have had, we are seeing people who are able to generate about 10,000 US dollars a month, which is about $2 million in Caribbean dollars. And just imagine if you can put yourself in that position of strength to at least generate $5,000 a month. That is 1 million Caribbean dollars. At the end of the year, you would have amassed a whole lot of money. That's $12 million. And that is 2x above the target that you set yourself. The other thing that I want to quickly say to you, that if your target is $5 million to increase your income by $5 million, you don't need to set that goal. You need to go above it. Go like 2 times above it, or 1 time above it. And if you come halfway there, you reach your target. So let's go back at this. Goal setting. The first thing, you want to be clear about your financial goals. The second step, you want to develop a clear financial game plan. You must be very clear on the game plan. And part of the game plan, you must be able to accurately assess if your game plan will be able to give you the end results that you're setting out for yourself. The third step that I want you to look at here, and these are things that we help you with, is how to optimize your financial game plan. You constantly want to keep identifying what steps you can take to optimize your financial game plan. So if in 1 year it probably can give you $5 million, you want to know the potential of that game plan to significantly increase. Can you get 10? Can you get 50? Can you get $20 million annually if you are to adjust and adopt the right habits? So putting yourself in the position of trying to identify how to optimize your financial game plan, it what allows you to become even more financial literate, because now you have a clear mental picture in terms of what is possible, what is not possible, what is real, what is a fragment of your imagination, and you can assess all these things and make informed decisions. So we look at 3 things so far. Develop a clear financial game plan, step 1. Step 2, develop a clear, step 1 is develop a clear financial goals. All right, step 1, develop clear financial goals. Step 2, develop a clear financial game plan. And step 3, optimize your financial game plan. All right, identify how you can optimize your financial game plan, and that's make it better. The fourth thing that I want us to look at is how to systemize your financial game plan. Yes, you want to make it a system. And this is what this program is all about. Every single thing that we're giving to you, it is systemized. We talk about systemization. Why are we talking about systemization of your game plan? We talk about systemization of your game plan because of a number of reasons. One, the information become easily transferable. Two, because it is transferable, it means you can also assess strengths and weaknesses in your game plan, and you can easily identify how to enhance the quality of that game plan. It can be repeated several times over. So if it so happened that nature strikes and you lose all of your income, you can look back at your financial systemization system and adopt all of the steps that you would have taken to bring you to that point of financial independence. So having this understanding is what is going to really help you to put yourself in a position of strength to be more successful at what you do. So let's quickly go over these four concepts under what we call wealth leadership and the process of seeing beyond problem. You want to go beyond the problem. Step one, develop clear financial goals. Step two, develop a clear financial game plan. Step three, optimize the financial game plan. And step four, systemize the financial game plan. So I trust that you enjoyed today's lesson. The concept that we have brought to you today is applicable to developing your personal paycheck protection program. It is relevant to developing your corporate paycheck protection program, and it's relevant to developing government paycheck protection program. As we begin to speak to the specific demographic, we will certainly unlock the relevance of all of this to your program, to where you want to go. Now, remember, the Wealth Leadership Bootcamp, it's a very, very unique program. The 10X Wealth Leadership Bootcamp is a unique program. It's all about showing you how to 10X your personal income. It's all about showing you how to 10X your corporate income. And yes, it's about showing you how to 10X state revenue. I know it's very ambitious, but we have a team of venture capitalists. We have a team of private equity investors. We have a team of investment bankers, business consultants, economists, and legal minds who will be supportive of these initiatives that we are doing that can give our key demographics the critical information that they need to make informed and educated decisions about making larger than life impact on the lives of those under their leadership. Again, my name is Gary Thompson. I want to encourage you to like, subscribe, share this podcast. So in 2021, we can reach as much people as possible. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Billionaire Codes and Managers Toolkit. My new book, 10X Branding and Marketing, The Psychology of Doing Business, will be out very soon, and it's a very, very unique program. If you want to learn more about how to optimize your brand traits. And when we talk of brand traits, every single business, you need to invest the time to understand more about what we are talking about here. You see, when we sit with you and talk with you and help you to develop the right corporate culture as it relates to your brand traits optimization, your brand will be able to have a larger than life impact on the internal workforce or the workforce. Your brand will be able to have a larger than life impact on the specific target market. And your brand will be able to have a larger than life impact on the general public. Now, you might be asking, why do you want to impact the general public when the general public may not be your consumers? They may not be your consumers, but they can be some of your strongest candidates in foreign persons to utilize your products and your services and so forth. And it's a beautiful program. So subscribe, like, share, so we can reach as much people as possible in 2021 and beyond. Be blessed. Remember, we're in a period of COVID-19, and I want you to be safe. I want you to be smart. Take the time to protect yourself, protect your loved one, protect those around you. Remember the 10X Wealth Leadership Bootcamp. We will talk to you about steps that you can take to develop your personal paycheck protection program. If the state fails you, if the private sector fails you, the last thing you want to do is to fail yourself. So you should commit the time, the talent, and the resources to ensure that you get the information that we are talking about so you can take informed action. You should be the last person involved in any exercise to fail you. You see, when you take this empowered action to ensure that you have this information, it's not just about empowering you, but what you do, you create that safety social net, that social safety net that protects you, your spouse, your children, and your loved ones, those closest to you. You owe it to yourself to avail yourself to the information that we will be bringing to you. Be blessed. Be safe.